Hi you guys, welcome back to the Angie Patterson channel. Today's video is something that I am really excited to talk about. This is not just for actors, this applies to everybody. Vision boards. Now I know that we are in the middle of our Headshots series, which has been airing every week, and we have our 5th and final video going up next week, but I just wanted to take a tiny break and talk about vision boards because it is the end of the year, it's holiday time, we're getting ready for a new year to begin. It's the beginning of pilot season for actors. The entertainment business basically shuts down completely from like Christmas Eve to a day or two after New Year's. It is dead. There is nothing going on. Of course, vision boards can be made at any time of the year and not be any less effective. But for me personally, the end of the year is the time that I like to reflect on the past year, look forward to the next year, and really think about where my life is at and where I want it to be and what my goals are. So that's when I like to take the holiday downtime and make my vision board for the next year. If you're watching this video sometime in the future, long after it's been posted, then none of what I'm saying right now matters. But if you are watching it currently on time, the holidays are about to begin and it is just a great time to create a vision board. You know, what are the things in your life that are missing, whether they're material things or they're not? What are the things that every year you either put on your resolution list or you think like, gosh, I need more of this in my life? That's what a vision board is all about. It's really taking those things and putting them up on a piece of paper where you can visually see it and focus on it every day. And I'm telling you, I am a huge, huge believer in vision boards. Maybe it's being an actor, maybe it's just living in LA, I don't know, but I really do believe in the power of calling out what you want in your life to the universe. And you can say I'm crazy, but I urge you to at least try. Just make a vision board and see if it makes any kind of impact in your life. Okay, clearly I could go on about this for a really long time and make this like a 15-minute intro, so let's just jump right into the video. Some of you may be like, what is a vision board? What are you talking about? Do not fret, because I have pulled up a definition of vision board for you. Okay, so makeavisionboard.com defines it as this. A vision board is a tool used to help clarify, concentrate, and maintain focus on a specific life goal. Literally, a vision board is any sort of board on which you display images that represent whatever you want to be, do, or have in your life. So now you know, and here's how you make one. Throughout the year, I save up all my magazines and I keep them in a bag. And I never, ever, ever, ever have time to read them. I mean, truly, there's like, out of the entire stack of my magazines, I've probably looked at 2 or 3 because there's just no time. You know, we gotta hustle. I keep them all together in a bag. Let me go get it. Oh my God, it's heavy. So here's a look inside my bag of magazines. It's just a tiny collection. Now, if you are not a hoarder like me, then you can just go to any newsstand and pick up a bunch of magazines. Try to get a variety. A lot of the magazines have the same ads and the same images and the same words, so you want to find ones that have a lot of different stuff. Like try to get like a GQ and a Better Homes and Gardens and an Elle and a People. And it's also really good to get like a Variety or a Hollywood Reporter or even a TV Guide, so that if there's a specific show that you want to target to be on, then you can cut the name of that show out and put that on your vision board. Now, what you're going to be looking for when you're cutting out are words, phrases, quotes, or images that really speak to you and represent what you want in your life. And remember, it doesn't have to just be things. It can be places that you want to travel to, or goals that you have, or emotions or habits that you want more of in your life. Anything you want. And if you have some artistic ability, which I most certainly do not, you can also paint or draw whatever it is that you want on your vision board. And same goes for the words. If there is a word that you really want on your vision board and you just can't find it, either write it or type it up and print it out and cut it out and stick it on your vision board. There are really no hard rules for how you make your vision board. The bottom line is just you can see it and it is in your life every day. And then once you have everything cut out that you want on your vision board, get a, piece of paper. It can be construction paper, it can be cardboard. You can get something at Michael's or just whatever you have at home. Again, it really doesn't matter. And you can frame it, you can do whatever you want with it. And then you take your cutouts and a glue stick or some tape and you start putting them on your vision board. Now you can arrange them randomly, or you can have like a specific theme that you want to do. The only thing that matters is that you understand it and it inspires you. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks of it. And then when it's all done, put it on your desk or up on the wall or anywhere it can be in a place that you can see it every day. That's the really important part, that whether you are physically, consciously like looking at it, it just needs to be like in a space that at least catches your eye every day. I've been making vision boards for many, many years. You know, I make them, I put them up on the wall, and they just stay there. But this past year, I decided I wanted to be a lot more active with my vision board. So this is what works for me. This is what I really like to do. I like to wake up in the morning, and the first thing I do is go to my vision board and just pick something on it, whether it's, you know, an image or a word. Then I do a little bit of breathing and yoga, and I really focus on that word. And it's only about 5 minutes, but it really sets the tone for my day. Like, for example, if I have an audition that day, one of the words on my vision board this year is connection. So I will meditate on that word connection, and it'll carry me through to my audition, and it'll help me remember that when I'm doing my audition to really just connect with the reader and be present in the room. Or maybe if like I'm really nervous about something, or I have to make a really hard decision, I have the word trust on my vision board. So that day I will think about the word trust and really meditate on that. Okay, so I'm really nervous about doing this because, you know, your vision board is something very personal, and I'm having like anxiety over this. I could just show you guys a picture of any generic vision board, but I will show you what my vision board looks like this year so that you can get a really good visual idea of what I'm talking about. Oh, and speaking of vision boards being very private, I know I said that you should hang it in a place that you can walk by it and see it every day, but if that means that it has to be like in your closet that you open every day and you can see it there, or in your bedroom or a private place, that's okay too, because I do understand that you don't necessarily want to have it like in your office or living room where everyone can see it, because it is a very vulnerable thing to put out there all the things that you really want in your life. Although you should be very proud of your vision board and very proud of yourself for going for the things that you want, it does not have to be on display for all your visitors to see. Okay, so here's mine. Basically, it does have a lot of industry stuff on there, you know, things that pertain to auditions and stuff like that, but also because your acting is so much of who you are as a person, and wherever you're having like blockages in your acting are the same places that you're going to be having problems in your real life. A lot of this stuff applies to both for me. So I have a lot of words that mean something to me. I have this image that I understand that says something specific to me. And I have, you know, a lot of quotes. I'll read you a couple of my favorite ones on here. Don't live in fear. All good experiences have come from trusting the universe. There is no other way to live or love. And then this one, okay, this quote is kind of long, but it's by Muhammad Ali and it's very good, so bear with me. Impossible is just a big word thrown around by small men who find it easier to live in the world they've been given than to explore the power they have to change it. Impossible is not a fact. It is an opinion. Impossible is not a declaration. It's a dare. Impossible is potential. Impossible is temporary. Impossible is nothing. And just looking at everything on my vision board, I do feel like it was super useful to me this year, and there are things on here that I accomplished, definitely. There are some things that didn't happen, and that's okay, like back up, organize, and edit all your videos and pictures. But the bottom line here is that sometimes we need a reminder to go for the things that we want in life, right? It is so easy to get bogged down and distracted by the daily routine. But you know what really sucks? To have a whole year go by and realize that you did nothing for yourself. Life is short, you know, and the worst thing would be to come to the end and to look back and realize that year after year went by without you going after it and really being who you want to be. I'm really not trying to get super dark and depressing here, but if you are an actor or a creative person of any kind, then you know that your life is probably not going to be just this steady climb where everything is all peaches and roses and you go to work every day and you get your paycheck and everything is totally predictable and fine. There's going to have to be a lot of trust involved, and there's going to be a lot of hard work involved. And a vision board is just a great tool to help you get in touch with that. Okay guys, that is it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you next time. Bye.